All right, man. So, first up, a couple of things have changed. Damn, man. I mean, I didn't really want to do this because now the light is like right in my face. Fuck. Hold on. Let me try this. Okay. All right. It's gonna be really hard to not look at the camera, bro. Let me see if I can't position this whole. I'm gonna have to cut this out, but let me see if I can't put this in a better spot. You guys are ready. All right, that's kind of janky. That's actually like really bad, but I'm gonna leave it like that. So, what's up, guys? I got some new stuff to show you guys. Couple stories. Well, I had one, but something just happened, and I kind of want to talk about it. Pretty much, we got fucked over, bro. We ordered some stuff off Uber Eats, and it was Papa John's. I need to stop looking over there. Okay, we got some stuff from Papa John's, and it it never came. $30 worth of food is just gone. So that sucks. But anyway, let's make a YouTube video, bro. So right here. Oh, I picked this up. Low-key, I think you might actually be able to read that on this camera. This is sativa. I got two carts. I got sour tangy or tangy, but I'm gonna say tangy. I think I might sound like an idiot. And New York Diesel. This is THCO and HHC, live resin with diamonds. That's what they say. You know, sometimes I don't know if I always believe these companies, but we're gonna go with what they're saying. So that's what it is. It's by Pure Leaf. Again, right there at the top. Pretty shitty camera quality. But yeah, so let's speak on that for a moment. So I'm recording this on my Chromebook because the iPhone 7, which is supplying the music and the lighting right now, has like garbage storage. And as you know, the iPhone 11 is out of commission until I have the money to fix it. Working on that right now. Today, I was off from work today. That's besides the point. There was something else I was going to say. Oh, yeah. So the camera quality sucks, but the audio quality is better. I actually kind of gave a shit this time and turned the fan off. And this time, the microphone is not only plugged in, but it's working. It always worked. I just never like changed the output. And before, I made a couple of videos where I was holding the microphone, but it was I was recording with my phone, so it wasn't even like I couldn't connect that, you know. Anyway, so we have that going. I might edit this video if I care enough when I'm done recording. I'm still looking at that. Sorry. If I care enough when I'm still recording, I'll edit this video. Just some simple stuff. What else, man? I think that's pretty much it for that. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I hope you guys enjoy. So, we're back here with the classic Ooze battery. Here's the cart. I don't know if you can see that at all. Let me try this. I'm like all those YouTubers with the fucking good ass cameras, just. This is Skywalker OG from fucking Stizzy. Yes, my new brand sponsor / partnership. I'm sorry. I like those guys, man. They're fucking cool. Anyway, today's story, man. What was it? I remembered until I hit record. Damn. What story should I tell? Also, I'm gonna cut this part of the video. You know what? While I'm thinking about that, I won't be thinking about it because I'll be talking. Let me figure it out first. Hold on. We're going to talk about. That's what we'll talk about. Today's not a story time, actually. Today is a bit of a how-to video, a stoner tip video, if you will, / cart review. So right now I have the sour tangy. I think I said I was gonna sour tangy cart on. Honestly, I'm already high off of it. I've already tasted it, so I could tell you emphasis on the sour until you get used to it at least, and then it has a pretty fruity flavor. But at first, it's like my face puckered up, dude. When I smoked it, I was like, I don't know about this one, but I like it now. It feels nice. Again, I got another sativa cart. This one's actually mine, not my friend's. So yeah, we're gonna get even higher and then talk about some things. The cart's not on. There we go. What the? There we go. Hell yeah, man. That's some good shit. I like that flavor a lot, man. It's pretty tight. I'm still sorry, bro. All right, I'm giving up, man. I'm just gonna be looking over at myself too while I'm recording. You know what? A friend of mine is starting to make YouTube videos too, and he was asking for feedback, and I told him not to do it. But here I am, closer to the same setup as him, and I'm doing the same shit. Anyway, but yeah, let's take a couple more puffs. Okay. I will say, because this is sativa and I'm like a huge indica kind of guy, I'm feeling like a lot more smiley. Like usually off indica, I'm just like, just low-key kind of slumped. But this, I'm like lively, like I feel like it's actually sativa, because like I've heard that sometimes they'll just put sativa on it, but it's really not. I feel like this is really sativa, because I just feel like, I keep bringing the microphone away. I feel energetic, like I feel like I could get up and go do stuff. You know what? I have to talk about that too. Anyway, when I go back to the gym next week, because tomorrow and the next day are rest days, we're going to use this as pre-workout. I've worked out high before, but we're going to try it again with this, because before that was indica. And it worked. It was pretty good, but I want to try with this. Hell yeah, man. That shit's tight. My room low-key looks like shit, but also pretty good at the same time on this camera. It's in fact dirty though in like real life. Yo, hold up. Let me turn. I don't really want to turn the light on, but let me do that. Let me see how that impacts it. Yeah, we're gonna leave it like this. Okay, let's get into what I wanted to. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the fucking tip video. I forgot. Okay, how to get away with smoking weed. All right, so there's several situations you could be in where you would need to do this. First, the most obvious one, the one everyone's been in. You still live with you still live in your parents' house. Okay, we've all been there. No shame. I understand. I'm in the same boat right now, but I'm only 18, it makes sense. Anyway, here's a couple ways to do it. First off, the most obvious answer is carts. I personally am smoking carts because of a couple other things, but to be completely honest with you, I'm not a cart kind of guy. I like a good bong, a good dab rig, a joint, classic. One thing, fuck blunts. I've never been a blunt. Well, okay, I've been a blunt guy when I could only roll blunts. But one time I had all my bongs taken away, and all I had was joint papers, and I was forced to learn how to roll joints. And ever since then, not only have I been rolling pearls, but dude, joints are the way to go. They're so nice. They're just not nice when you have to share them. I don't really like sharing them. But like, dude, you see, like, look how lively I am. In the other video, I was on indica. That was not like this, bro. I gotta do this. This is good for the videos, bro. Okay. Anyway. Oh, dude, check out that map, man. That's Okinawa. I used to live there when I was younger, man. Well, I say younger. I moved away when I was 16. I'm gonna go back as soon as possible. It's amazing. Okay, anyway. back to the topic of the video. First and the most obvious answer is carts. You can get away with using it inside. It doesn't really leave a smell. You have to be a crazy ass person to be able to leave a smell with a cart, man. But like, you know, you got that. It's very easy to hide. Like for example, you could just take this off, hide that separately. Call this a flash drive or some shit. Hide it in 2 different places, you know? Say they find one, but they don't find the other. You either have to buy a battery or a cart, but you don't have to buy both. That might be stupid advice, but hey, you know, and a couple other things about carts. Like a downside, if you will. The only downside is charging them. It's kind of hard to disguise them when you have to charge them. But one thing that I would suggest doing, which you should do anyway, I haven't heard anything. I don't know any research to back this up or whatever. But I feel like it's better to charge the cart with, to charge the pin with the cart disconnected. Unscrew the cart or pop it out, however it goes in. Well, I said pop it out, but you know what I mean. And charge it separately. I just feel like that's better for the cart, you know? It's better for the oil, the wax or whatever, you know? In my personal opinion, that's what I think. But, yeah, you can do that. Oh, yeah, I'm editing this video, so I can give myself a second. But, yeah, that's pretty much carts for you. I think, yeah, the only downside, in my opinion, I would say, is charging it. You got to be slick about how you charge it. On to the next thing. Wax. Wax is pretty good because it kind of leaves a smell. Like if you've ever been in someone who takes a lot of dabs in their car, it smells like wax. But it usually kind of smells good, but it smells like wax, you know? And wax smells like weed, at least a little bit. So it's not as good as carts, but you can get away with it. You can definitely manage it. The only downside there is you need more tools for it. You know, you need a dab rig, which at the very least is going to be like maybe that big. If you're lucky, dude. I've never seen one that small. And I'm talking about glass rigs. I'm not talking about e-rigs. Which, I mean, you could use an e-rig, but that's a lot of money to just get away with smoking. $400 to just get away with smoking like that. You could do other things. But anyway, so yeah, you gotta have dab rigs. You gotta clean them. They can smell, you know. They're kind of complicated to hide because they're glass, but they're not as hard to hide as a bong because they're usually smaller. You know, smaller pieces are better for dabbing. You know, you probably already know that if you're watching this video. But yeah, so first off, I'm gonna cut that out. I'm not gonna cut that out. I'm gonna cut this out though. But let's take another rip. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's already been 13 minutes. God damn. I wish y'all could see that, man. That's a nice little cloud. That's a nice little cloud, man. I don't know if you heard me say that, but I hope you're having a good night. You know, let me just say that. What just happened? Okay, I don't know what happened. Sorry about that. Hold on, man. Okay, the music stopped for a second. Anyway, I just want to say, I hope y'all are having a good night, good day, whatever time it is for you. I hope you're chilling. I hope you're vibing, man. Having a great time, and I hope you are with me. If you're not, I'm sorry, man. I hope it gets better for you. It will get better for you. In fact, maybe this video can make it a bit better for you. But anyway, let's move on to tip number, well, maybe not tip, but form number 3 after a rip. You know, I just realized I tested this and the music was kind of quiet. But we're too far into this recording to start over now. So hopefully y'all can hear it. I hope it's creating that little, that little area of peace for you, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That sounded a little cringe, but whatever, man. Okay, tip number 3, as I said. Well, I also said that it's not a tip. Whatever. Form number 3, that's what I said. Regular, good old, reliable flour. No problems there. No extra there. All you need for that, well, if you were me, all you need for that is weed, grinder, papers, and a lighter. And maybe a rolling tray if you feel like it. I used to roll on a magazine for the longest time before I actually got a rolling tray. It was, I like the rolling tray more because it has actual sides. The magazine was just flat. But, yeah. And I say if you're like me because, like I said before, I don't fuck with blunts, my bad. But, yeah. So, if you have flour, there's a couple of things you could do. First off, if we're in a house with ceiling tiles, like, I don't have them. I don't know why I pointed at the ceiling. But for example, let's say I had, well, you can't even. Let's say I had ceiling tiles on my ceiling. What you would do, the obvious solution, you probably got there before I could say it, you fast motherfucker, is pop it up there, Nice and easy. I would recommend doing it if you have them in your bedroom, which is kind of rare, but I've seen it. If you have them in your kitchen, I would not advise it. Don't do that. Don't do it anywhere except in your bedroom. That's the only place you should do it. And be careful, because sometimes if you put stuff up there that has a strong smell, in some cases, it can like stink up the whole house. Like if you were to fuck around and put it in the air, in the AC system, which obviously I hope you know not to do. That's fucking dumb. Do not put your weed in the AC system. You will stink up the whole house and you will be caught. Okay. Next up. Next up. Oh yeah, next up. Rippity rip. You hear that, man? Good feelings in the air. Nice and breezy, baby. Woo! That one goes out to all the loved ones. I love y'all niggas. Although if you a couple, I'm praying on your downfall because the nigga is single and not by choice. I'm cutting that out. I just called myself an incel. I'm not an incel, bro. I do not agree with those crazy ass people. I really just said that. I clowned myself. Oh, this thing has exposure. All right, anyway. So if you don't have ceiling tiles, because obviously that's most people, that would, like if I just left flour at that would be kind of stupid, So if you're not fortunate enough to have ceiling tiles, it's not the end of the world. There's millions of other ways to do this. Maybe not millions, but there's a lot, man. So first up, obviously, smell-proof container. This will require you to have a decent to good hiding spot. It all depends on your parents. Okay. Oh, also, I didn't even whatever. I'm gonna cut that out the video. It all depends on your parents, like I said. If you got like the kind of parents that track your location, and you got them kind of parents, you're gonna want a really good hiding spot, especially if they be looking at that shit like for real, If you got the type of parents where you think they might be going through your room when you leave the house, like when you go to school and shit, you need a great hiding spot. Like low-key, maybe don't even hide that shit in the house. Maybe hide it in the woods behind your house if you have that in your area. I don't know, man. But like, I've hid stuff from my mom before, and no matter where I put it, she found it. I remember I hid shit that I forgot about, and she found it, bro. Like, so you just really got to be careful. But if you have pretty lax parents, you can get away with hiding it. And like, don't go for the obvious under your bed. Like, don't put it under your bed. If you're smoking weed, you should know that, you know. Don't put it under your bed. Depending, you might be able to get away with putting it in your dresser. Like, I don't know. So I'm actually not gonna say that. Okay, but yeah, you might be able to get away with putting it in your dresser, in a closet, gym bag, a shoe. It really all just depends, man. You kind of gotta see. You gotta be a little bit creative, you know. You gotta look around, you know. You gotta see what you can work with, what you can get away with, you know. Look at where your parents are going, where they aren't, type shit. You know what it is. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. You know, okay, I guess this one's kind of weird. I don't think most kids, especially like if you live with their parents, you're probably not using edibles that much. But let's say your main way to get high is an edible at this age, and you still live with your parents. Damn, why did I do that to myself? I don't have any experience in that area, so I'm just gonna go out on a limb here. I would maybe try like putting it in a different container, you know, or you know, here's what I will tell you. Here's what I've done. I've done this. Should I say this on camera? I'm gonna say it. I've used this to get shit on a plane. So like, if this is assuming you have edible gummies, by the way, you just like, if they're too big, like chop them up into smaller pieces. Like, I know you're not gonna know what the dosages really are anymore, but fuck it. Drop that shit in a gummy bear bag and put it in your checked bag or something, you know. You can check these too if you wrap them up in a sock or something. My friend did that and she said it worked. Also, real quick rip. Alright, but yeah, I think that's pretty much all for today's video, man. I hope you enjoyed. This card's got me feeling great. Highly recommend it if you have it in your area. It's kind of weird because my smoke shop has this, but not Dazed 8, which is like one of the biggest like Delta 8 brands. Even though this is, you know, I think I said this is THCO and HHC. If I didn't, that's what it is. But yeah, I mean, if it's in your area, because this is the only place I've ever seen it at. This doesn't seem to be a very common brand, at least not in my experience. But if you have it in your area, I would say it's worth it. For me, this 2-pack cost me, what the fuck? Where's the other card at? It's in here. It's in here. I don't know. Can you see that? There. That 2-pack cost me $44. So for what they have in them, like THCO and HHC, like I would not pay that price for one, but for two, it's a pretty good deal. I would say. Although I will say my smoke shop is one of the more expensive smoke shops in the area, which is unfortunate because it's the only one I can get to right now. So like their 1,000 milligram carts are fucking like $30 and it's Delta 8. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, this is $15 for one at a smoke shop like in the same town. Like, it's crazy. But it's just because it's nearby. But yeah, without being specific. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun making it, and yeah, see you in the next one.